Excuse me, why are you not wearing your mask?
Do not raise your voice to me, sir.
I wasn't raising my voice.
Okay, just calm down.
I am calm. I just want you to put your mask on.
Sir, our country is going through a very difficult time right now, and if you're not going to cooperate...
The country's going through a difficult time because people like you won't wear your masks.
Is there a problem here, sir?
Oh, wise guy, eh? Where's your mask?
Can you come to the back of the plane with me so we can have a talk?
I have a talk about what? There's no problem here. I was just asking the stewardess.
Flight attendant.
The flight attendant won't put her mask on.
Calm down.
I am calm. What is it with you people?
You people.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I didn't mean it like that. I love black people. They're my favorite minority.
Sir, I will not tolerate any racist behavior on the plane. This is a very difficult time for our country.
I'm not racist. I donate to BLM. I'm always trying to help you people.
I'm only going to say this one more time, sir. Calm down.
I am calm.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and it pays to not be a lunatic, I suppose. And we've seen a lot of them revealed ever since, via the lockdowns and the constant fear programming that people are consuming. What the COOF has taught us, really, or what is one of its most silver linings, the best silver lining about it, is it's really revealed a lot of lunatics to us, a lot of jerks, a lot of power-hungry creeps, people who, don't have any real power in real life, but found this one little thing that they could use to try and ruin people's lives. Well, I want to introduce you to maybe the biggest Karen ever, Amir Attaran, a professor, litigator, scientist, bicyclist, and he also, quote, wrecks grifters. Also is a professor at Ottawa University. He has been having a melty over the weekend, and we're going to get into that because he probably needs a new pair of shorts, and I've got the perfect one for him to try. Check this out. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor. That's right, Sheath. These boxers are designed to keep your balls off your legs. Sheath has 3 individual compartments to keep everything down there separate and cool and comfortable. And hey, since they've been a long-time sponsor, I've heard from many of you who have tried out Sheath and really love it. They were invented by a U.S. Army soldier who came up with the idea for Sheath during his second tour in Iraq, where it was hot as heck and his boys needed to breathe. And on top of all sorts of awesome designs for Sheath, they've added all sorts of winter items, hoodies, gator necks, and all sorts of base layers. Head on over to the link in the description and pinned comment down below. Use my promo code to save and support the channel and keep everything nice, cool, and dry. Now, this is the offending woman, a United Airlines employee who was just doing her job. This lunatic said, "Hey, United, why are you breaking the law? Masks are required on all flights out of Canada. Your flight attendant isn't wearing one. This is," and he gives the flight in Ottawa, and then he tags the police. By the way, followed up by, "Canada is not the USA, you effers." Thankfully. 2,500 replies. "In Chicago now, had a friendly chat with the flight attendant and found she is blameless because United misinforms their crew. WTF, United? Look here on flights leaving Canada. Masks are mandatory the entire journey. Follow the law." Bunch of Yankees mad about this is trying to ratio, and trying to ratio, have fun. Literally, this is the definition of being ratioed. This man's tweet has 15,000 replies and 700 likes. Quote, "You're the type of fellow to remind the teacher she forgot to assign homework. Coof-crazed epidemiology professor is blasted for tweet shaming flight attendant for not wearing a mask." Now, by the way, I understand why there may be mixed feelings about this, because let's not forget that there were plenty of flight attendants who also turned into these power-crazed mask lunatics, trying to ruin people's lives for not wearing masks too. There were plenty of those. Believe me, even when I was here flying domestically, there were several, both on American Airlines and United, that I had to deal with that were like, you know, you were allowed to chew, you were allowed to take a sip from your soda, but you had to immediately put it back on. If you weren't fast enough, they were on you, like water on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm. A Canadian professor has been branded a petty tattletale on social media after taking to Twitter to shame a flight attendant for not wearing a mask. A mere I don't care, a professor of law and epidemiology at the University of Ottawa, complained that his United flight attendant was breaking the law, which requires masking on flights out of Canada on a recent trip to Chicago. Hey, United, why are you breaking the law? He later said the flight landed in Chicago and he spoke to the flight attendant, who claimed they had been misinformed about the law, and went after United again, begging them to follow the law. I wonder how many people on the flight, by the way, were also not wearing masks happily. And by the way, from what I can tell, like, there's a real issue with flights right now too, like catching flights and getting enough flights. People like this are the best. He later said, okay, passengers and crew are no longer forced to wear masks on planes entering and leaving U.S. airspace. United sent him, who is often seen going to the extent of wearing an outlandish P100 mask in public, a response saying, "Hi, Amir, thanks for bringing this to our attention. We've informed the appropriate teams for further review." Really? Imagine you see this lunatic traveling. By the way, I thought you couldn't have... I thought that you couldn't have things with vents on it. Like, this dude... Like, the coof absolutely ruined some people. Now, certainly, there are people that need to be concerned. This guy appears relatively healthy. I don't know. Daniela says, please do not use your social media platform to shame service workers who have worn a mask 8+ hours a day for 5 days a week for the past 2 years. However, the rest of Twitter was not so kind, slamming the professor for what they felt was public shaming someone, and in some cases, doing so to a person not following a rule they felt was unjust in the first place. Another social media user chimed in, "You're the type of fella to remind people she forgets to assign homework." Here's Christina Pashaw. "He wears this on a plane, but doesn't think it protects him. So everyone else has to play along with his delusions." Leave her alone. This is beyond creepy. A professor taking photos of a young worker to shame her. Maybe don't fly if you can't handle seeing someone's face. She also hit out United Airlines for even responding to the guy's gripe. Seriously, United? You throw your employees under the bus like this in public, and then you wonder why you have to cancel so many flights due to staffing shortages. This is a real thing. She didn't do anything wrong. This guy's a creep to even post this. Even entertainment reporter Yashar Ali got caught in the gang up. Do you know what kind of hell flight attendants have been through during this whole ordeal? Dealing with harassment and bullying nonstop, and you post this poor woman's photo and target her, and then you later admit she didn't even know. The professor, for his part, appeared to do a little bit of pointing at the scoreboard during his point out about death toll numbers. Why are other countries so obsessed with the United States politics? I don't get it. Like, I don't like report on. I don't pay attention to everything that goes on in Canada and, you know, all that, you know, or very rarely, I guess, Bill C-10, only because it affects the internet. But like a lot of these like social justice warriors in other countries, they don't talk about their own government because there's not enough like social media clout to be gained from it. So they become like, it's like that clown, shyster, grifter, liar, Ian Miles Chung sits in Malaysia and talks about how America is going down the tubes when you know, why don't you worry about making your own country a little bit better there, buddy? Oh, I guess there's no money in it. If I'm being honest, maybe stick to swatting people because you're mad at them. You know, yes, you know, this Koof clown is an embarrassment to Canada and the University of Ottawa. He's entitled to his delusional opinions, but as a supposed professor, he needs to grow up and self-reflect on his extreme viewpoints, and in my opinion, should also be fired. It's somebody posted, somebody brought this up, and I thought, while it's a harsh comparison, I found myself like, it was hard to disagree with. It's like, people like this are like the same people that would have snitched on people hiding Jews in their attics. Like, I don't know how else to compare it. Like, the guy is such, and then like, he's been coping, like for the last couple days, he's been completely coping and seething. Every post, like he's gone full-blown Looney Tunes after his detox. Sad to see a man lose his brain. 6 likes, 43 comments. This is quite the ironic post, Lord Maple Leaf. That's what everyone's apparently calling him, Lord Maple Leaf. What's your excuse? Lord Maple Leaf thought he did something. Coming from you, this looks like Lord Maple Leaf doesn't know when to quit. Does Lord Maple Leaf ever not get ratioed? Everyone's just calling him Lord Maple Leaf. Oh, Lord Maple Leaf. I mean, like, it's hilarious. Like, every single post that he's put on, he's continuing to pander. Look at the 104 comments to 10 likes. 10. I absolutely love it. You just love to see the world come together, hopefully on both sides of the aisle, and point out these lunatics. Like, it's people like him that don't want us to get back to any kind of sense of normality. He can wear all the crazy biohazard gear he wants. Seriously. But the question is, does he not think it protects him? Why is he worried about the flight attendant wearing a cloth mask who's 10 feet away from him if he's got like this super ozone protector creator on his face? What an idiot. I'm glad he got ratioed. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.